And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Switch. It's front.
Now a handoff looking right. They find some open field here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Preston Smith there on the stop.
Watch out. Your mind. He's coming.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down. Monday, down. Ready? You better be afraid of me.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running, because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going, because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. first down carry for Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the
rush coming, and he's taken down. Markel Lee. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Give them 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check back. Check. OP. Express.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Express. You're mine. Check black 47. Check black 47.
On first down, Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Yeah, let's go second.
No score after one on EA Sports. Now they try the right side here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Carr going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score. Second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother him, just as they did on that last play.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Carr now on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. Check out route. Low. Safety creek. It's first.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
29. Small.
Now Carr. It's Williams on the catch. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And that one is now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Cardinals. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it. Away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. He's going to air one into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
At the 48-yard line.
Hey, Bill. 180. 54. Right. 50. Hand me. Defense, let's go.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
93. You better bring. White. Watch twitch.
From the 24, Carr. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what...
He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before half for Rodgers. Well, he's going to go for it all. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Brown. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for the Packers. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. He hurdles him.
Should get a gold medal for that one.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They're losing here in the 3rd quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
He's going to look deep for, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Coming to you. 36.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Check 24. Check 24. General West. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4. Now they try the right side here. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Check 26. Check 26.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down. Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, that's not a run this
far with a play fake to Jacobs. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique.
At the 45. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from habit. It's Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the kick.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. Pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 7. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones.
Switch gears.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets it down to the 32. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Switch. Hey, check 24.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down in inches. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Raiders.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Darnell Savage on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 25-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Running is Jacobs. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Packers. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have retaken the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you ever see Seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
258! 56! Right. Strip that ball.
On 1st down, Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Maurice Hurst able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can't stop me. Jump out. 56. Check 56. I got jump out. 56. Hey, Charlie. Don't let him breathe.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 2nd and very short, Carr. That is incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
He's checking.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams and the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Let's get 61, match box, lights.
To throw his Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Check.
Back to throw, Carr. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Check hot route. Hot. Watch the safety crew. Express.
Carr to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Check 3, check right. Check 50. 694.
Now Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A gain of 3, second down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Green Bay, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew...